All right, guys, we are here with Alex in the CIXI booth. Alex, how nice to see you.
Nice seeing you.
All right, pal. We're going to talk about CIXI itself and some of what they've been working on. So many of you have already seen our interviews with Ice Trikes and Stein Trikes, where they have integrated the CIXI system, and there are other recumbent manufacturers working on it now, I believe. But Alex, tell me a little bit about where CIXI is with relationship to the recumbent manufacturers right now.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by.
Of course.
Well, we see a lot of interest from different bike categories, and recumbent is one of them. We also see very strong in other specialized bikes like hand bikes, etc., but also the pedelecs and fleet market. But I think especially for the recumbent bike, we see a strong benefit for the users that they can go backwards, pedaling backwards, without needing to lifting the legs off or using the hands on the wheels, which is a big advantage. They also can go very easily without switching gears. If you're in a very dynamic environment, it helps a lot, up, down, going fast. It really takes away all that need for gear shifting. So I think that's why we get a strong response from the recumbent bike market. Also because the users and the riders are either sporty and entertaining and loving the pleasure of it, but also you have handicapped people, you have people with lower muscle strength, and for them it's also a very good benefit to ride our system.
For sure. And when you say chainless, this means more to a recumbent rider than it does to an upright bike rider, because there's so much more chain on a recumbent bike. This is a very big thing itself, yeah?
Yeah, of course. If you look at recumbent bikes, when the pedaling unit is in the front, and of course then very often the motor's in the back, you have 3-4 meters maybe of chain, and then you have different intricate measurements, and fixtures, how to then bring the power to the wheel. And of course this all goes away because you just have it with an electronic cable, that the power comes from your feet to the motor, plus then, as it's a serial hybrid, also from the battery to the wheel. Okay. So it does it away with a lot of components, a lot of complexity, also a lot of with getting dirty, greasy, getting your trousers dirty, etc. It's all gone.
Just eliminated. I know, that's amazing. All right. I don't know how much you can talk about this. So we've mentioned the two recumbent trikes manufacturers that you're working with. I know that you're working with others. Can you talk any more about that, or you can at least say where you're heading in the future with other recumbent manufacturers in general, whatever you can say?
No, there are definitely is a lot of interest of other bike manufacturers, trike manufacturers in the recumbent sector. I rather let them by themselves speak about when they are ready to speak about it, launch it. We had a few other quite known brands on the last Eurobike already, that they already showed first prototypes. I'm sure there will be some others coming up as well there, or for some other fairs. But I think what we really see is that the major brands in the recumbent market, they very much seem to embrace that system. They have all their tests, prototypes running up. It's really cool to see, and it's really good dynamic.
All right, Alex, I thought maybe next we could take a look at the Vigo. So Pierre showed us a little bit of it when we did the interview from your facility in France. Yes. But the opportunity to be right here and see it up close, perhaps you can give us a little tour?
Yes, I can.
Let's do this. All right, so where do you want to start? Let's see.
Well, I think just to maybe also recap, This is the reason also why CIXI as a company is around. Mm-hmm. It's the concept of really bringing activity to your daily life, especially on your daily commute, because this is a vehicle that can bring you a long distance, like 50, 80, 100 kilometers, and you can do it within pretty much the same speed and time as with a car. The problem is, of course, with the car, but also with the train or with the bus, which is, of course, always better. It's together, you go together with other people. This combines it with activity. So you don't only sit in the car for half an hour or more, but you sit in it and you're pedaling. And that means this little movement, which is not a lot, of course, and you have still power support, etc., but still this movement gives your body a complete different experience throughout the day. And when you go back and forth from work, this already pretty much fulfills what your body would need to be in a healthy position. So here, the concept is you sit inside like as in a car, and you're pedaling, and you create energy that goes to the motor and bring to the wheel, and it pushes you forward. Of course, with a strong support with the battery that is inside. This vehicle will be between 500 and 600 kilogram once it's ready and on the street. Of course, you need a strong battery to go fast, and you can go fast because this is available up to 120 kilometers an hour, and you can ride on the highway, which really gives you complete flexibility where you want to go and how fast you want to go with it. Yeah. So it's easy to go in, and well, you sit in it and pretty much in a comparable position as in a car, and you have your steering here, which brings it like, if you ride a recumbent, it's easy, and then you just start pedaling back and forth as you want to, and by that you create the energy that goes to the motor. So it's feeling very rewarding to do that, and the rest comes in, and you have everything like the whole steering system, air conditioning, music, radio, whatever you want.
And this is real air conditioning.
Yes, it is real air conditioning, so you can really feel in the winter, you have warm, in the summer you have it cool, when you work out a little bit more, because this is what you can choose also with the power support, as you used in an e-bike. You can really decide you want to go very smoothly, like on a city bike, go to work, you will not sweat, you will just arrive, and you arrive at work with a shirt, with a tie, whatever you want, and you go right for the meetings. And when you go home, you can decrease a little bit the support, and then you have a little workout, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and when you get home, you had a little work done.
Right.
So it's really, but still with the air conditioning, you have the right environment not to be completely uncomfortable. It's really nice.
Alex, where's the steering wheel?
A steering wheel is here on the lower part, so you steer. But the thing is, it's not a mechanical steering, it's all electronically steered, so it calculates everything.
Steer by wire, yes?
Yeah, steer by wire, exactly. And it's also the whole vehicle will tilt in turns, so that means it's very dynamic. It's calculating with the speed, with the how far you steering in,
yeah,
the angle of tilting. So it's a very high tech product, and it really takes care of it, that you have the great feeling, and it's also safe.
So the rear wheel then pivots, and that's the steering from the rear, yes?
No, it's really the two front wheels that turn in it, and then you tilt in, and you have one in the back and two wheels in the front, and by that you have a great stability on it.
Okay, anything else that we've missed as far as features?
You can have a passenger. You can have a passenger in the back, which is great, of course, because there's a lot of reasons why you don't take a bike very often to work or wherever. You have to pick up your kids. You have to go shopping. This can all fit in the back. You can also have another passenger. You can even open up the back side of it. You can put something longer in, so you can really use it as a second car that you would use normally. Yeah.
And safety-wise, I see seat belts.
Yes, it's seat belts. It's also already crash tests. You have an anti-blocking system. So you have, we did the ALK test, we did already. We have a lot of certifications that this vehicle will need on the street. So yeah, we don't see any big blocking points from a technical perspective.
All right, you want to pop back out over here, we'll say goodbye. I have maybe one more question for you. Well, Alex, thanks so much for showing us the Vigoz. Interesting, fascinating machine. I guess the big question is when is someone going to be able to purchase one of these things, and when will I see them? Well, I may not see them on the road in the U.S. for a while, but when would they be on the road?
I guess we're planning for having a test fleet on the street within 2 years from now, hopefully. And then it takes another maybe 1 or 2 years, and then we should see it on the road somewhere in 2030. That's our plan, and yeah, let's hope we work on it to make that happen. Right.
What a wide-ranging and lots of variety in what you guys do with the simple idea of a pedal generator system. It's terrific. So, Alex?
Speaking active.
Well, so nice to talk to you. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Sir. Okay.
Pleasure.